The oceans dance. What are tides? Have you ever been to the beach and noticed the water level changing? Sometimes the water comes up higher on the sand. Sometimes it goes further down, revealing more beach. This rise and fall of the ocean water is what we call tides. Tides are a natural phenomenon that happens all over the world. Tides are like a dance of the ocean. But what makes the ocean move up and down like this? It's all because of the moon and the sun. They may seem very far away, but they have a powerful influence on our planet and its oceans. The moons pull a dance partner. Imagine you have a big ball of dough. If you pull on one side of the dough, it stretches out, right? That's kind of what happens with the Earth and the moon. The moon's gravity pulls on the water on the side of the Earth that is closest to it. This pull creates a bulge in the water. This bulge of water is what we call a high tide. As the Earth rotates, this bulge of water travels around the globe, so different parts of the world experience high tide at different times of the day. Now, remember that the moon pulls most strongly on the side of the Earth facing it? Well, on the opposite side of the Earth, the moon's pull is weaker. This is where the water bulges out as well, creating another high tide area. So, at any given time, there are two high tides on opposite sides of our planet. Pretty amazing, right? The sun joins the dance, a gentle influence. We know the moon is the main choreographer of the tides, but the sun likes to join this dance too. Even though it's much farther away than the moon, the sun's gravity still has an effect on Earth's waters. When the sun, the Earth and the moon are in a line, which happens during a new moon or a full moon, the sun's gravity adds to the moon's gravity. This creates extra large tides called spring tides. On the other hand, when the sun and the moon are at right angles to each other during the first and third quarter moons, their gravitational forces work against each other. This results in smaller tides called neap tides. So the sun and the moon work together, sometimes in sync, sometimes in opposition, to create the rhythmic rise and fall of our oceans. High tides and low tides, the rhythm of the sea. We've talked about how the moon and the sun create bulges of water, resulting in high tides. But what about the areas between these bulges? Well, these areas experience low tides. As the Earth rotates and the moon orbits, the areas of high tide and low tide shift. Most coastlines experience 2 high tides and 2 low tides each day, roughly 6 hours apart. These tides, especially the high tides, are incredibly important for our planet. They help to circulate ocean water, bringing nutrients to marine life. They also influence the shapes of our coastlines, constantly shaping and reshaping the land where the sea meets the shore.